Morning light rests on quiet snow. Soft reflections move so slow. Warm air rising from the stone. I sit here, not alone. Breath in white fades away. Stay a while, just stay. Soft, warm, slow, still. Water whispers barely there. Wooden shadows, gentle air. Fingers tracing heat and calm. Holding silence in my palm. Nothing loud, nothing new. Just the light touching you. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time drifts without a sound. Snow falls but not around. Inside this little space, I feel calm in your place. Eyes closed, leaning near. Every breath crystal clear. Soft, warm, slow, still. No need to say a word, no need to be heard. Just the glow on your skin and the peace settling in. Stay close, don't move far. Right here where we are. Soft, warm, slow, still. Steam rises through the air. Gentle silence everywhere. Morning holds what we keep in this calm half asleep. Just a touch of the day, not too bright, not too gray. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain in this light between dreams and daylight. Nothing pulls, nothing breaks, only time as it wakes. Stay here, a little more, like before, like before. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning fades but not fast. Let this moment always last. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning comes a little more than before. Light moves in through the steam, soft and thin. Fingers wake from the warmth slowly now. Breath returns to the air quietly. Soft, warm, slow, still. A small sound from the cup, ceramic touch lifting up. Gentle heat on my hands, nothing more, just a spin. Take a sip, hold it there, feel the calm in the air. Soft, warm, slow, still. Wooden beams catch the light, fading gold, turning white. Snow outside barely moves, like it knows not to prove. sound draws me near to the space I can keep between wake and soft sleep. Take another small sip, let it stay on my lips. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing calls, nothing pulls, no sharp lines, no hard rules. Just the warmth in my chest, settling in as a rest. Shoulders drop just a bit into where I can sit. Soft, warm, slow, still. Steam is dancing through the light, thin and soft, barely bright, like a veil made of air, floating slow everywhere. I don't move, I just stay, let the moment have its way. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning opens, pedaled by, without rush, passing by. Every second feels aligned with the pace of my mind. I can feel something shift, not too big, just a lift. Soft, warm, slow, still. Cup goes down, softly placed, no sudden change of pace, just a sound, small and low, blending in with the flow. Hands return to the air, resting light without care. Soft, warm, slow, still. Outside stays far away in its own quiet day. Inside here nothing breaks, only calm as it wakes. I remain in this tone, like a place I have known. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning grows bit by bit, but I stay close to it. Not too fast, not too far, just within where we are. Take it slow, let it be. This is where I can see. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light and steam intertwine, soft design, no sharp line. Everything falls in place in this calm, gentle space. I don't need anything, just this quiet opening. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning now, fully here, but still soft, still so near. Nothing loud, nothing strong, just a flow moving on. I stay close to this light, in between day and night. Soft, warm, slow, still. Lines begin, soft and thin, pulling in. No clear start, no clear end, just extend. Morning stays in its place, steady pace. I don't move much at all, barely small. Soft, warm, slow, still. Thoughts align one by one, gently done. No sharp turn, no surprise, just soft lines. Fingers move, then they rest, nothing pressed. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time is gone, but not lost without cost. Every second falls in place, same soft space. I remain in the flow, moving slow. Soft, warm, slow, still. No distraction in my view, nothing new. Soft, warm, slow, still. Breath is calm and change tone on my own, like a rhythm without sound. Always found I don't think, I just go. Steady flow. Soft, warm, slow, still. Outside fades even more than before, like it never was around. No more sound, only this simple line. Soft design. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every move feels the same, no new name, just a pattern softly made, never fades. I continue without break, wide awake. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing pulls me away, I can stay in this loop, calm and deep, half asleep, but aware of the tone I have known. Soft, warm, slow, still. Lines connect without force, natural course. No resistance, no delay, just this way. I remain in between, unseen. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time dissolves even more than before. No more edges left to find in my mind, just a flow, soft and wide. I reside. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing ends, nothing starts, only parts. Drifting slowly into place. Same soft space. I stay here without name, just the same. Soft, warm, slow, still. Lines keep forming out of sight, thin and light. I don't stop, I don't see, just let it be. And it moves without sound all around. Soft, warm, slow, still. No conclusion, no release, only peace gently stretching through the air. Everywhere I remain, just within. Nothing starts, nothing ends, just extends. In this space, soft and wide, I reside. Morning now, far but near, still is here. I remain in the same quiet frame. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every line falls in place without trace. No sharp edge, no demand, just my hand. Moving slow, then it stays in this phase. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time is not what it was, just because it dissolves in the air. Everywhere I don't count, I don't chase, just this space. Soft, warm, slow, still. Breath is soft, barely there, gentle air. Nothing pulls, nothing calls, no hard walls. Just a flow I can feel, soft and real. Soft, warm, slow, still. Thoughts appear and they fade, unafraid, like a wave Everything feels the same, no new name. But it's not empty space, it has grace. Something moves softly here, crystal clear. Soft, warm, slow, still. Outside gone from my view, fading through only this simple tone that I've known. I remain in between, unseen. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands continue without thought, never caught in a rush or a need. Just the speed of this calm, steady line, soft design. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing changes but it grows, no one knows how it shifts bit by bit within it. I don't stop, I don't try, just nearby. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning now fully gone, moving on, but I stay in this tone like my own. No divide, no clear seam, like a dream. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every second melts away into gray, not too dark, not too bright. Just this light, I remain without end, just extend. Soft, warm, slow, still. No arrival, no release, only peace stretching out through the air everywhere. Nothing closes, nothing stays in one place. Soft, warm, slow, still. I am here in this flow, moving slow, and it feels like it stays in this phase. Not a start, not an end, just a bend. Soft, warm, slow, still. And it goes and it stays and it moves in soft waves, without name, without form. Still and warm, soft, warm, slow, still. Lines begin, soft and thin, pulling in. Morning stays, quiet here, crystal clear. Water moves, slow below, steady flow. I remain in the same gentle frame. Soft, warm, slow, still. Thoughts align, one by one, lightly done. No sharp edge, no demand, just my hand. Moving slow, and it rests, nothing pressed. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time feels wide, not too fast, made to last. Every second falls in place, same soft space. I don't chase, I don't try, just nearby. Soft, warm, slow, still. Breath is calm, even tone, on my own. Like a rhythm without sound, always found. I just go with the line, soft design. Soft, warm, slow, still. Outside fades far away, no more day. Only this quiet flow that I know. I remain in between, unseen. Soft, warm, flow. I don't stop, I don't start, just a part. Soft, warm, slow, still. Lines keep drifting out of sight, thin and light. I don't follow, I don't lead, no more need. Just emotion, soft and wide where I reside. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing ends, nothing stays in one place. Only flow, only time, softly mine. I remain in this line, still. Same soft line, moving through like before. Same calm air around me now, nothing more. Same slow breath, falling light stays the same. Same still space, holding time without name. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same small move of my hand, then it rests. Same soft tone in my chest, settling in. Same quiet in my head, no new sound. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same slow line, turns again, just a shift. Same calm flow, never stops, just adrift. Same soft light on the floor, barely moves. Same still air through the steam, nothing proves. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same clear space in my mind, open wide. Same soft thread pulling through from inside. Same small pause, then it goes on its own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same low rhythm, I don't hear but I know. Same soft pace, never fast, always slow. Same light touch of the time passing by. Same calm wave in my chest, rising light. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same thin line, drawn again, slightly new. Same soft change, hard to tell, but it's true. Same slow drift through the air, everywhere. Same still tone, holding me gently there. Soft, warm, slow, still. Same soft flow, never ends, just extends. still here. Just here, soft light, thin air. No thought, no name. Same space, soft, warm, slow, still. Breath in, breath out, nothing about. No need to know, just slow. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light stays on skin, fades out within. No line to see, just be. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time goes but soft, not lost, not off. Just there somewhere in air. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands rest, no move, no proof, no groove. Just calm, just tone alone. Soft, warm, slow, still. A small feeling drifting, ceiling, no weight, no ground, no sound. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything less now, somehow, just space remains, no chains. Soft, warm, slow, still. No start, no end, just bend of time, so light, no fight. Soft, warm, slow, still. Fade in, fade out, no doubt, no edge, no frame, no name. Soft, warm, slow, still. Almost nothing, but something still here. Light returns, soft and low, gentle glow. Still the same, but I feel something real. Breath comes in, slightly deep, not asleep. I remain but aware of the air. Soft, warm, slow, still. A small shift in the tone, not alone. Something moves, very slight in the light. Hands away just a bit into it. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning lingers in the space, soft embrace. Not too bright, not too clear, but it's here. I can feel what has grown quietly known. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing breaks, nothing starts, just expands. Like a warmth in the chest, gentle rest. I don't rush, I don't change, stay the same. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a color in the air, barely there, slightly more than before. Something warm, I can sense what it brings, subtle things. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time returns, but still slow, steady flow. Not too fast, not too strong, just along. I remain in this light, soft and right. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything feels aligned in my mind. Not too deep, not too far where we are. I can stay in this place, same soft space. Soft, warm, slow, still. Just a touch of the day finds its way through the calm, through the air, settling there. I receive what it gives as it is. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing fades, nothing ends, only bends into something softly new but still true. I remain in this tone, still my own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light stays on, doesn't leave. I believe in the calm that we keep, soft and deep. I am here, I am still, and I will. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light stays on, doesn't leave. I believe in the calm that we keep, soft and deep. I am here, I am still, and I will. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light moves on, soft and slow, steady glow. Morning stays, but it shifts, just a drift. I begin once again without strain. Hands align with the line, easy time. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a rhythm I can feel, soft but real. Not too strong, not too clear, but it's near. I follow without thought, never caught. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time continues in this pace, same soft space. Nothing pulls, nothing breaks as it wakes. I remain in the flow, moving slow. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light is warmer than before, just a touch, something more in the tone, still unknown. I don't stop, I just go steady flow. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every motion feels aligned in my mind. Not too deep, not too wide, just inside. I can feel how it stays in this phase. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing changes but it grows. No one knows how it moves bit by bit within it. I continue without end, just extend. Soft, warm, slow, still. Morning now, fully here, but still clear. Not too loud, not too bright, just this light. I remain in this tone, like my own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Flow becomes something real. I can feel, not a thought, not a sound, just a ground. I can stand in the space, same calm place. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light and time move as one, gently done. I don't need anything, just this thing that remains soft and low as I go. Soft, warm, slow, still. Soft rhythm starts to stay through the day. Gentle motion in my hands as it lands. Morning holds steady light, soft and right. I move with what is there, simple care. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every motion finds its place, same soft space. Not too fast, not too slow, just a flow. I continue line by line, easy time. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a pattern I can feel, soft but real. Not too clear, but it stays through the day. I don't think, I just move in the groove. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time moves on, but I stay in this way. Nothing pulls, nothing breaks as it wakes. Everything falls in line, soft design. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands repeat what they know, steady flow. Small details come and go, never show, but I feel how they fit, bit by bit. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light remains on the side, warm and wide. Not too bright, not too strong, just alone. I remain in this tone like my own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing changes, but it grows. No one knows how it moves through the air, everywhere. I continue without pause, just because. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every second feels aligned in my mind. Not too deep, not too light, just feels right. I can stay in this place, same soft space. Soft, warm, slow, still. Rhythm stays in my hands as it stands. Not too strong, not too weak. What I seek is already settled here. Soft and clear. Soft, warm, slow, still. I keep going through the line. Easy time, nothing more, nothing less. Quiet rest. Soft, warm, slow, still. Easy flow through my hands, softly lands. Nothing stops, nothing pulls, no hard rules. Light remains by my side, warm and wide. I just move with the line, easy time. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every moment falls in place, same soft space. resistance in my way. I just stay in this rhythm, calm and low. Steady flow, soft, warm, slow, still. Hands continue on their own. Steady tone. Not too fast, not too slow, just the flow. I don't think I don't try, just nearby. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything feels aligned. In my mind, not too deep, not too light, just feels right. I can stay in this place. Same soft space. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time moves on, but I don't need to know where it goes, how it turns as it burns. Soft and low through the air, always there. Soft, warm, slow, still. No distraction in my view, nothing new. Just the motion of the line, soft design. I continue without break, fully awake. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light and rhythm move as one, gently done. Every second feels the same, no new name. I remain in this tone, like my own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing changes, but it grows. No one knows how it flows through my hands as it lands. I keep going without end, just extend. Soft, warm, slow, still. Easy motion never fades, never breaks. Just a calm, steady line, always mine. I remain in this flow, moving slow. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a warmth in the air, softly there. Not too clear, not too strong, just alone. Light leans in through the space, gentle trace. I remain in the flow, steady, slow. Every motion feels the same, no new name. But it holds something more than before. Hands continue without pause, just because. Nothing pulls, nothing breaks as it wakes. Time moves soft through the line, easy time. I can feel something stay through the day. Not a thought, not a sound, just a ground. Everything settles in from within. Light is warm on my side, calm and wide. I don't stop, I don't start, just a part of this flow that remains soft and plain. There's a shift, hard to see. Quietly, like a tone underneath, slow and deep, I continue as before, nothing more. But it feels slightly new as I move through the line, through the space, same calm place. Nothing changes, but it stays in soft ways. I don't notice when it grows, no one knows. Just a warmth that remains through the day, still within, still around. No clear sound. I remain in this flow as I go. Soft light leans a bit through the space. Something shifts just enough in its place. I remain in the flow, steady now, but it feels slightly warm somehow. There's a tone underneath what I do. Not too clear, not too far, but it's true. Every motion feels more light than before. Not a change, I can name something more. Hands continue on their own easy line. No resistance in the way, just in time. There's a calm that expands in my chest. Not too strong, not too deep, just a rest. I don't stop, I don't think, I just stay in this flow, in this tone through the day. Light is soft, but it stays a bit longer. Not too bright, not too warm, just the color. I can feel how it lifts just a bit. Not too much, just enough to fit. Everything falls in line, smooth and slow, like it knows where to go as I go. There's a rhythm I can trust, soft and near, not too loud, not too far, always here. I continue without pause. Same soft way, but it feels slightly new as I stay. Nothing breaks, nothing calls me away. Just this line, just this flow through the day. There's a warmth in the tone that remains. Not too strong, not too weak, just sustains. I don't notice when it grows in this space. Just a shift, softly placed, no clear trace. Everything feels aligned in my mind. Not too deep, not too wide, just in line. I remain in this flow as I go through. Light and time move as one, gently done. In this space, nothing pulls, no sharp rules. I remain in the flow, steady now. Everything falls in place somehow. There's a balance in the tone. I can feel not too strong, not too soft, but it's real. Every motion fits the line, clean and slow, like it knows where to rest, where to go. Hands continue without doubt, easy pace. No resistance in the way, just this space. There's a calm that feels full, not too deep, not too light, just enough, just to keep. Everything held in place, soft and true. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing new. But it works as it is and it stays in a way hard to name through the day. I don't push, I don't hold, I just move in a line that remains soft and smooth. There's no need to adjust or refine. Everything already fits in this line. Light is steady, not too warm, not too bright, just enough to remain soft and right. I can feel how it holds everything in a quiet, gentle frame, settling. Nothing shifts out of place, nothing bends, just a calm, even tone that extends. I remain in this flow as I stay, and it rests right here, this way. Soft light, rest here, no move, just near. A small pause in between what has been. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands stop, just a bit, then they sit. No rush, no need, no speed. Breath comes, then it goes slow and low. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing lost, nothing gone, just a pause, holding on. Light remains in the same quiet frame. I don't move, I don't start, just this. deep just to keep everything soft and clear, present here. Soft, warm, slow, still. Then it shifts, very slight, back to light. Hands return to the line, easy time. No restart, no new flow, just a slow continuation of the tone I have known. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing breaks in the space, just a trace of a pause softly placed. Then it fades. I remain as before, nothing more. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light moves on, soft and white by my side. Not the same as before, something more. I remain in the flow, but it shifts. Just a touch in the tone, gentle drifts. Hands still move, but more light than before. Not as tight as they were anymore. There's a space in between what I do, like a breath softly placed, passing through. I don't hold like before, I just go, letting go of the edge, moving slow. Time feels soft once again, less divine, not as fixed as it was in my mind. Everything's still aligned, but more free, like a line loosening quietly. I continue, but it feels less contained, not confined to the shape it once framed. Light expands through the air, thin and calm, touching all that remains, soft and warm. There's no need to control every part, it just flows on its own from the start or the end. Hard to tell where it goes, just a shift in the weight as it slows. I can feel how it opens bit by bit, not a break, not a stop, just a drift. Everything still remains, but it's wide, like the flow found a way to unwind. I stay here as it moves through the air, through. Light feels soft on my skin, settling in. Not the same as before, something more. There's a warmth in the everywhere. I don't move like I did, just a drift. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time is wide once again, no clear line. Not as tight as it was in my mind. I just stay in the flow as it goes. Soft, warm, slow, still. Something gentle starts to rise deep inside. Not too strong, not too clear, but it's near. Like a tone underneath, soft and deep. Soft, warm, slow, still. And still move, but more light than before. Not as fixed to the line anymore. Everything feels more free quietly. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light expands through the space, gentle trace, touching all that remains in this place. I remain in the calm, soft and warm. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing pulls, nothing calls me away. Just this tone, just this flow through the day. But it feels slightly more than before. Soft, warm, slow, still. Like a memory without name, soft and faint, not too clear, but it stays in this way. I don't hold, I don't keep, just let it be. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything slowly falls into place. Not a shift, not a change, just a space. I remain in this tone as my own. Soft, warm, slow, still. Still. Soft light leans again toward me. Not too close, not too far, just where I am. There's a feeling in the air, softly there. Like it calls without sound all around. Soft, warm, slow, still. I don't move, but I go with the flow. Like a line being drawn softly on. Something pulls very light through the mind. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time feels wide once again, open space. Not as still as before, slight embrace. I can feel where it leads gently now. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands continue, but more free than before. Not confined to the shape anymore. I can feel how it shifts in the tone. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything feels the same, but it's not something small. Slowly turns into thought, not a thought, but a wave. Soft and low. Soft, warm, slow, still. I continue without end in this space, as it draws me along through this place. Not a path I can see, but it's there. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain as it moves through the air, through. Soft light fades within, not outside. Something warm settles deep where I hide. There's a tone I can feel underneath. Not a sound, not a thought, just beneath. Soft, warm, slow, still. I don't move like before. I just stay in a place hard to name, far away, but it's here in this space all the same. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time feels soft, losing shape, losing line. Not defined like it was once in mind. Everything drifts a bit out of frame. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a calm I can't break, even if I don't try to hold on to this drift. It just stays in the air, soft and deep. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands still move, but I feel something more. Not in form, not in shape like before. It's a weight, but not heavy, just there. Like a warmth in the space in the air. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing calls me away from this tone. I remain in this place like my own. Not a thought I can trace, not a line, just a feeling softly placed inside. feels far, but still near, soft and clear. Shapes begin to dissolve slowly now. There's a space I can feel all around. Not inside, not outside, just a sound. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything turns to blur, edges gone. Not a line I can hold or rest on, but it stays in a way I can feel. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time is soft, losing form, losing place. Not a point I can trace, just a space. I don't move, but I drift through the tone. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a warmth through the air, fading in, not too strong, not too deep, just within, like a dream, half awake, half unseen. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands don't lead, they just flow with the line. Not too clear where it goes, but it's fine. Everything moves as one, soft and wide. Soft, warm, slow, still. No direction I can name, no clear flow. Just a drift through the light, moving slow. Like a shape made of air, passing through. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing holds, nothing stays in one place. Everything melts away without trace, but it feels like it's there all the same. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain in this state, soft and low. Not awake, not asleep, in between. Everything folds into what I feel. No more line, just a tone, soft and real. Soft, warm, slow, still. Drifting through without form, without end. Just a space softly held again. Light so thin, barely there, soft air everywhere. No weight, no ground, no sound. Soft, warm, slow, still. I don't move, but I'm here, very near. Not a step, not a line, just this time. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything feels so light, out of sight. No direction left to find. In my mind, soft, warm, slow, still. Breath so soft comes and goes, no one knows. Not too deep, not too too clear, just right here. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands don't bleed, they just stay in this way. Not a motion, not a start, just a part. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time is gone, or maybe not. Hard to spot. No more shape, no more frame, no more name. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything feels the same, but not the same. Softly drifting through the air. Nothing there. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain, but so light, out of sight. Not inside, not outside. Just a glide. Soft, warm, slow, still. No beginning, no clear end. Just extend in a space soft and wide. I reside. Soft, warm, slow, still. Soft light comes back in slowly now. Not as far as before, somehow. There's a shape I can feel forming light. Not too clear, but it's there, soft and right. Soft, warm, slow, still. Breath returns with the tone slightly more. Not too deep, not too wide like before. I can sense where I am once again. Soft, warm, slow, still. Hands feel real once again. Light and calm, not as lost in the air. Still so warm, every motion starts to hold just a bit. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a line barely there, guiding through. Not too strong, not too clear, but it's true. I don't follow, I don't lead, I just stay. Soft, warm, slow, still. soft and clear, almost here. Almost here. Light rest here, soft and clear by my side. Not too far, not too wide, just inside. There's a calm I can feel settle now. Not as loose as before, somehow. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every breath falls in place, steady tone. Not too deep, not too light, just my own. Hands return to the line, easy flow. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a warmth in the space that remains. Not too strong, not too faint, just sustains. Everything holds its shape. Soft and true, soft, warm, slow, still. Time moves on, but I stay in this frame. Not too tight, not too loose, just the same. I can feel where I am fully now. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing drifts far away like before. Everything stays a bit, even more. In this place, in this tone, I remain soft, warm, slow, still. There's a line I can trust, soft and low. Not too clear, not too strong, but I know I can stay in this flow without end. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light is warm on the side, gentle glow. Not too bright, not too soft, just enough. Everything feels aligned in this space. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain as I am, no more drift, no more blur, no more loss, just this lift. Not too high, not too low, just in place. Soft, warm, slow, still. Everything rests again, bit by bit, not complete, but it holds just like this. Here. Here. Warm light rests a bit longer now. Soft glow fills the space somehow. Not too bright, not too strong, just enough, like a calm settling in. Soft and warm. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every breath feels at ease, steady tone. Not too deep, not too light, just my own. Hands remain in the flow, easy line. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a warmth that expands through the air. Not too far, not too near, just right there. Everything holds its place gently now. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time moves on, but it feels soft and kind. Not as loose, not as tight, just aligned. I can feel how it stays in this way. Soft, warm, slow, still. Light surrounds what I do, thin and clear. Not too sharp, not too faint, but it's here. Nothing pulls, nothing breaks in this flow. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's a sense of release, but still held. Not too far from the line where I dwell. Everything feels complete in its tone. Soft, warm, slow, still. I remain in this calm as it grows. Not too much, not too less, just it flows. Light and warm stay as one softly now. Soft, warm, slow, still. Nothing fades, nothing ends in this space. Just a glow, softly held in its place. I stay here for a while without need. Soft, warm, slow, still. Held, held. Held. Soft light settles down all around. Nothing moves like before anymore. There's a calm in the air everywhere. I remain in this space fully here. Soft, warm, slow, still. Every breath falls to rest. Gentle tone, not too deep, not too light, just my own. Hands no longer need to move. They just stay in the warmth of this space, this quiet place. Soft, warm, slow, still. Time feels soft like it slows even more. Not a line to follow like before. Everything finds its place naturally. Soft, warm, slow, still. There's no need to continue or begin. Just a calm settling deep from within. I don't hold, still. Every